Welcome back. This is the Bayou Sara Sprint Enduro in St. Francisville, Louisiana on June 18th, 2023. This is round 6 of the 2023 season for the Southern Enduro Riders Association. I'm on row 7 today, and this is my first loop on test 1. In the days leading up to this race, it looked like it was going to be really dry and dusty, but there was an unexpected storm on Saturday evening that dropped a lot of rain in a short period of time. It went from dry and dusty to muddy and slick. Stephen Reed and the Louisiana Trail Riders put in a ton of work on Saturday evening to get the problem areas rerouted. In addition to rerouting, they had to shorten both of the test sections to avoid those problem areas. I really don't know how they got it all done and got it ready for Sunday morning, but somehow they did it. This race is a sprint enduro format. If you're not familiar with sprint enduros, it's a race against the clock. In this race, riders are organized in rows with 4 bikes on each row. One bike enters the course every 15 seconds. We have 2 tests, and we'll run each test 4 times for a total of 8 time sections. I'm racing in the B50 Plus class today. There are only 2 of us in the class today, Will McNabb and myself, but that doesn't take the pressure off. Will is fast, and he's currently ahead of me in the season points. He's got 2 wins so far this season, and I've only got 1, so I need another one today. Test 1 takes us onto the beach of Bayou Sara, where there's a lot of deep sandy pea gravel. I struggled in this area last year, but I did a little better this time. Sometimes it's hard to tell on camera, but the trail is extremely slippery at this point. This is only the second time I've been here. This race is about a 6-hour drive from central Alabama down to St. Francisville, Louisiana, but it's well worth it because these trails are awesome. This course had everything including mud, roots, off-camber, deep sand, tight single track, and wide open double track. They had to take some of the hills out of the course due to the rain, but they've got some great hill climbs here too. Test 1 was about 2.5 miles after the rerouting. I completed that test in 8 minutes 46 seconds, and I'm about 34 seconds ahead of Will. Test 2 is a little longer than test 1. I think this one's about 3 miles. This test is a little tighter and a little more technical than test 1. This test had some cool off-camber areas where it was really slick, especially during the morning. You had to be really smooth to maintain traction. Finished test 2, loop 1 in 10 minutes 2 seconds. My cumulative time was 18 minutes 49 seconds, and I'm 2 minutes ahead of Will. I finished test 1, loop 2 in 8 minutes 17 seconds. The trail's starting to dry out a little bit, and the times are reflecting that. Will was out after just those first 2 loops. I wasn't sure why at the time, but he told me later he injured his shoulder the previous weekend and was struggling with that. My friend David Vines was on row 7 with me. Our times have been really close, so we decided to have David go ahead of me on test 2, loop 2. I'm going to see if I can make up to 15 seconds and catch him. About a mile into this loop, and I've got him in sight. pulling away a little bit in this open area, but he went left at this mud hole, and I decided to thread the needle down the middle. As a result, I was able to carry more speed and close that gap as we went back into the single track. David and I continued to swap back and forth at each loop. Whoever went first was trying to keep the other from catching them, and whoever went second was trying to make up that 15 seconds. Whenever you find somebody really close to your same speed, this is a great way to push your comfort zone and find just that little extra motivation. I finished Test 2 Loop 2 in 9 minutes. Will was out after Test 2 Loop 1, so I'll skip to the results here. The course continued to dry out as the day went on, and I was able to keep consistent times thanks to some motivation from David. Thanks to the Reed family and the Louisiana Trail Riders for hosting the race. They put in a tremendous amount of work in the weeks and months leading up to this race, and then had to do it all again on Saturday night. I don't see how they got it all done, but it was an awesome race. As always, if you enjoy these race recap videos, please let me know that by commenting below and hitting that like button. That really helps me out. Thanks for watching.